Hello there, welcome to another episode of Midland Earth. To coincide with the release of Jurassic World Rebirth, I'm going to do a quick video ranking the Jurassic Park / Jurassic World films from obviously my least favourite to my favourite. And this will be off the back of obviously mine and Matt's and JJ's spoiler review of Rebirth, which should be coming out this week. Coming into 7th then, is probably going to be the Jurassic World Dominion film. I would say it's my least favourite of the 7 films that have been released so far. Does have some good moments, but it just didn't wow me. And even with them bringing back the original 3 characters of Alan Grant, Ellie Sattler and Ian Malcolm, it just wasn't the best. Story was a bit weak. You've got half the film of focusing on Biosyn trying to hunt down Maisie Lockwood from Fallen Kingdom because she's the first human clone, and then the other half of the plot is the original trio going up against Biosyn, who are also creating genetically modified insects to harm crops for nefarious reasons, for businesses trying to make money. I know that's sort of a plot point for most Jurassic films, is that you've got businesses looking to exploit animals for monetary reasons, but it just felt off. And even introducing the Giganotosaurus and stuff, it was just poor. It was weak, and at the time you're thinking, well, that's going to be the end of the Jurassic series. At that point, it just wasn't a great film to finish the series on. Obviously now we've had Rebirth, which is the start of a new trilogy, from what I understand. But yeah, Dominion for me was the weakest of the 7 films we've had so far. Coming into 6th place is Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. This is definitely a film of 2 halves for me. The first half of the film, obviously you've got Owen and Claire going back to the island to try and rescue the dinosaurs that are there, because they know that the volcano is likely to erupt soon, so they want to try and rescue as many dinosaurs as they can. And you get some good sequences in there, and you even get that nice, well, I say nice, it's not nice, it's that heart-wrenching moment where they're leaving the island after the volcano has erupted and the lava's coming down and such, and there's that lone brachiosaur left on the dock. They couldn't rescue it, and that really does pull at your heartstrings and gets to you. But then the second half of the film, where the dinosaurs that have been taken off the island by the team that's been hired by Lockwood, it then goes back to his estate, and they're all then being auctioned off and again exploited because they're being bought by millionaires and billionaires and terrorist organisations and things like that to then be used for nefarious purposes. And just again, it just felt a bit off. And they build up to the Indoraptor, which obviously is a follow on from the Indominus Rex from Jurassic World. And it's just getting to the point. I know they're making a point of that Dr. Wu is now developing dinosaurs not for entertainment purposes as it would have originally been done in the original film. Now it's been done for to weaponize them. Basically, that's what they were trying to get to. And I don't know, it just wasn't the best. And then obviously at the end, the dinosaurs they're free, they're loose, they're all over the world. That have come out from the estate after Owen and Claire shut it down. But it just, I don't know, wasn't the best of the second trilogy. Which then leads us into my 5th pick, which is Rebirth. For those of you that have already watched the spoiler review, you'll know my rating out of 5 for this film. I did state in that I sort of put it on level with Fallen Kingdom, so you could say that 5th and 6th are actually just joint 5th. I thought it was very well done in terms of its cinematics, and the cast was very good, the performances were good. It had some nice callbacks to the likes of the original Jurassic Park, Lost World, and such. But overall, I didn't get the sense that it was a. I didn't walk out of the cinema feeling like I would have done with other Jurassic Park films. There's just something. The music was off for me. It didn't have that score which brings the emotion to the film, which has been in the other Jurassic Park films. It was good. I liked some of the characters. Wasn't overly fond of the mutant hybrid dinosaurs they've gone with most of the Jurassic World films. The Mutodons were just ridiculous replacement for Velociraptors, and the Distortus Rex, D-Rex, whatever you want to call it, was built up all in the promotional before the film came out, and then you barely see it in the film. Has got a bit of a ridiculous look. It's a cross between a xenomorph, a rancor, and a beluga whale, but it's probably in it for all of 10 minutes, and considering that was the one that they focused on in all the promotion, it's just really, really underused. And that's the start of a new trilogy. I don't know where they're going to go from this one into a new trilogy, because it just ends with nothing to sort of suggest where the story's going to go from there. And again, it was another one where it's, let's exploit these dinosaurs, we'll get their DNA so we can create a cure for heart disease. But then because it's a pharmaceutical company in America, they only want to profiteer from it and give it to only certain people. And at the end of the film, they're like, well, we'll give it to everyone. And that was it. Then where it was going to lead from there, who knows? In number 4, I'm probably going to go with Jurassic Park 3. This is a film from the original trilogy that actually gets more flack than it actually needs. I like it. Jurassic Park 3. Sorry. Obviously, the first introduction of the Spinosaurus, which was used in the marketing for that to be sort of this is the new big threat. And beforehand, it's always been the T-Rex, whereas Spinosaurus comes in and they're thinking, this is bigger, more teeth. It's gonna bring a new sort of generation into the franchise, because obviously there was quite a big difference in terms of time difference between that and the Lost World. And people knocked it, saying the storyline wasn't particularly great. Obviously, it's a couple's kid gets lost on Isla Sorna. They then trick Dr. Grant to go onto the island to help them rescue their kid. But I liked it, as I think it was still a really good film for me. Sam Neill does great in it. The kid's a bit annoying, but the kids in all of these films are a bit annoying. So, but I think again you get the sense that the way it's shot, the cinematography, the music to it, and things like that, you're looking at it and go, it is a dinosaur film. You get these nice shots of the dinosaurs, nice scenery shots, then it is enjoyable. Number 3 on my ranking is probably the Jurassic World, the original, the first one of that sequel trilogy. It is a bit of a retelling of the original film. Obviously they've modernised it and things like that. They've tweaked it a little bit because they have introduced the Indominus Rex. They give the reason behind that because they state that people eventually got bored of the original dinosaurs and they wanted something that was a little bit more entertaining, a little bit more scary. So it makes sense that they would have gone down the hybrid route in that film. But in my opinion, there was no need for them to do it then. The next 2-3 films after that. So you get your new cast of Claire Dearing and Owen Grady. There's a bit of character development there as that trilogy goes on. But again, the way it has been shot is really good. It introduces a lot more different species of dinosaurs than what you had in the original trilogy. It's going to, because it's going to have a bigger budget, better CGI, so they're able to introduce and develop different species and add them to the park, because this is now a park where it's been open for a number of years. It's a big success. so they've been able to develop and bring in different species and things like that. But yeah, no, it's a good film. Number 2 is The Lost World, Jurassic Park. So obviously the original sequel, with Jeff Goldblum as the lead. That one, he goes back to Isla Sorna, because they are looking at bringing dinosaurs to San Diego. So looking at building a park in San Diego. He goes there, his daughter goes with him. You get that nice sort of interaction between his little team and the team from InGen that are there to take the dinosaurs back to the mainland. So they take a baby T-Rex, which is a good use of the animatronics there, because predominantly for that it is an animatronic for the scenes that it's in. Memory serves, I think it's the first time you get a baby dinosaur as well in the series, so it's showing that the dinosaurs have obviously, at that point, they've evolved slightly, they're breeding, which in the first one they weren't supposed to be able to do. And yeah, it's enjoyable, and obviously you get, towards the end of the film, you get a T-Rex stomping around San Diego, causing havoc. Gives you that little bit of a monster film at that point, sort of Godzilla type thing, because again, it's an enjoyable film. And then obviously number 1 could only ever be the original Jurassic Park, for obvious reasons. It's beautifully shot. The music is fantastic from John Williams. It's a good cast. It's a good story. And let's be honest, it's the first time that we've seen dinosaurs on the big screen properly, and it just blew everyone away. Still does. Holds up very well now. In terms of the special effects from the animatronics and the CGI, it still holds up now, and it's 32 years old. And it's definitely my favourite film of the 7. I don't think there's anything that's ever going to change that. And yeah, it started the franchise. Brilliantly done by Spielberg. I know he's been involved in the rest of them, whether it's as a director or as a producer, but that was his film, his original film, and it was fantastic. But yeah, that's my ranking for the Jurassic Park / World franchise. Let us know in the comments how you would rank them, which one your favourite film is, which one your least favourite film is, and why. You may get something similar from Matt and JJ. If not, they might do it for other film series. But I thought, with Rebirth coming out, it'd be nice to get a quick video out to let you know my thoughts and which are the best and which are my least favourite of this particular franchise. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and we will see you again soon. Thank you very much.